Not long ago, I was talking to Tommy Mealer. He's an employee and a friend of mine, and he was telling me how he used to mix sugar syrup. He has a pretty simple system, and I was kind of curious about it. What he's got is a 55-gallon drum, a 12-volt trolling motor, and a 12-volt car battery. That's all he uses. He said it worked great. He'd never had any issues, and he'd mixed a lot of syrup with it. It sounded like a possible option for some of the smaller or mid-sized beekeepers that are looking for an inexpensive way to mix sugar syrup. So I asked him if we could do a video, and he brought it in, and we did. It's really pretty simple. He uses a little heating element that he's embedded in the bottom of the drum for warming the water up. He says that works fine. I don't see any reason you couldn't just put a water hose on your hot water heater at home, turn it all the way up, and fill the drum with that. I'm certain that that would be warm enough to mix 1-to-1 sugar syrup and probably 1.5-to-1. I think that would work fine. Anyway, I was impressed. It worked better than I thought it was going to, and it seems like it could be a good option for some of the smaller beekeepers. Anyway, we took some video. I'm going to show it here, and I hope it's of interest and helps some people. Okay, this is the inside of the drum. You can see the heating element real close to the bottom, and that's the trolling motor right there. Tell me, you'll turn it on. We can see what it looks like when it's running. It's real simple, but it seems to do the trick. I'm impressed. Here's the 110-volt heating element that he put on the drum. He just bolted it in and sealed it with Lexel, which is kind of a silicone sealant. He's got a 1-inch PVC valve right there for draining the barrel when he's ready. I suppose somebody could put an elbow on there and fill buckets or jars if they wanted right out of the drum. It's just an extension cord that he put on that heating element, nothing fancy, just plug it in and it heats the water. And then on the front of the bed of the truck, he's got this little pump right here, a transfer pump hooked up to the plumbing, and then he's got an electrical switch here that's all hooked up through a switch to the battery on the truck. And then of course he's got this pump hooked up to a pipe, and he's got a quick coupler, a little bit like ours, a little smaller size pipe, but the same idea. And then he's got that short red hose that is hooked on to the intake pipe that he drops in the drum.
All we do now is fill the water level until it's above the heating element, and then I plug my element in.
It doesn't ever slow that motor down? Okay. Okay. Okay, so you put all the sugar in before you top the water off?
I absolutely do.
And this is 250 pounds in 50 gallons, so that should be in the neighborhood of about 1-to-1, give or take a little.
Right.
So this trolling motor, what did this thing run you?
It's about $100 on Amazon. You can probably find them cheaper. Maybe you've got one in your garage. This is an inexpensive trolling motor. I think it's for a kayak, actually.
Oh, really? Kayak?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And it absolutely stirs the sugar.
He just got it hooked up to a 12-volt battery. So how many drums do you think you can mix out of one charged battery, or do you know?
I have no idea. I think you could do 6 or 7 at least.
All right. So Tommy just told me he started this thing out on low, but now it's on high. And it looks like he's going to use a strainer to get all the dead bees and stuff out of here. I know these types of pumps, what are they, diaphragm pump? What is that thing?
It's a diaphragm.
Diaphragm pump, yeah. They're pretty unforgiving about pumping dead bees and stuff like that. You really need to have this stuff pretty clean. And so how long are you going to let this thing run before you're done?
10 minutes.
10
tops.
minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever see sugar clumped up around that element or anything?
Never.
Never? Okay. All right, cool. Looks good to me.